And we are back here courtside at Bushel Prairie City High School, and we're going to step aside and turn things over to Jay Croxton over on the far side for our senior night activities.
And now let's recognize the 2020-2021 senior basketball player. Introducing first, number 3, Will Hensley. He's been a basketball player for 4 years. He is the son of Chad and Jan Hensley. Number 5, Cole Taylor. He's been a basketball player for 4 years. He is the son of Rebecca and John Taylor. Cooper Alleman. He's been a basketball player for 4 years. He is the son of Doug and Brady Alleman.
There we go. Lose the map.
Josh Ringel. He's been a basketball player for 4 years. He is the son of Joe and Christy Ringel.
First, Ross. Come on now. Over here, smile, everybody. Hold on.
Elijah Denner. He's been in basketball for 4 years. He is the son of Melanie Williams and Dustin Denner.
You tip your hat just a little bit. Up to the blue line, guys. There you go. Everybody look here and smiling. Well done. Thank you very much.
And Griffin Pico. He's been a basketball player for 4 years. He is the son of Kyle and Sherry Pico. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice round of applause for your 2020-2021 seniors.
And we are at City High School as we just got our senior introductions for the 6 basketball seniors here tonight. And Kelly, back to our real quick about our JV game, and just a nice win and a nice winning streak for BPC. As that was win number 5 for the Spartan JV squad, and the varsity squad coming out tonight to look for their 5th win in a row as well.
Yeah, and you know, like Coach Martin said, well, we've had quite a few games at home. Now it's time for us to go on the road, and I know they start off by going on the road tomorrow night.
Yes. Fast and furious is like we were saying earlier. The football season's just 2 weeks from this coming Friday from starting off, and we are here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pre-game show. The JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events Live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Chris Rankhauser, Kelly Sears courtside along with
the big thing you were talking about, the football season getting started, and practice starts tomorrow. And, it's kind of sad that the IHSA really don't look out after the small schools, because you got so many kids that are multi-sport athletes at the small school, and basketball season and football season carry over. You got a week that goes into basketball season, football season are both starting, and that's something that your coaches really have to work together. And I know, I'm retired and I'm out of the scene now, but I would have told the athletes that if you're a basketball player, you're a basketball player till it ends, and then you can come play football, and we'll get that worked out.
Yeah, and then not only for the players, but the coaches.
Yes.
Coach Snyder is assistant coach with the football squad here at BWP. So
and you find that out in so many schools.
Exactly.
Where coaches are multi-sport also, where they'll coach 2 or 3 things.
Of course, as we said, we did have some rundowns on Coach Snyder and the 6 seniors. And speaking of Coach Snyder, we can fill in here since we're going to have a little longer pregame show this evening. What other sports does Coach Snyder coach at Bristol Prairie City? Well, boys and girls golf. As we mentioned, assistant football coach and junior high track coach. He's involved as the junior class sponsor. His favorite food is popcorn, which I dearly miss that smell. We were talking about that here the last couple of weeks. I miss the smell of the popcorn so badly here at BPC. And he pregame meal routine, he has to have a bag of popcorn before each game. Apparently, I guess that would be microwave popcorn maybe right now.
It might be.
And his favorite subject in school, obvious choice, as he's a PE teacher, but he really liked math, sewing, and cooking. So a little rundown on Coach Snyder here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show. They offer the best gaming experience in the Medina County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events Live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Chris Rankhauser, Kelly Sears, and producer Jason Hewlett here at Bristol Prairie City High School tonight. And BPC, the boys with a couple wins on Friday and Saturday. Of course, Friday's game here over a very good Rushville Industry squad. BPC coming out with the victory in that one on Friday night, as was quite an impressive performance by BPC. I believe the final 62-41. BPC with that win on Friday night, and their third in a row, and then picked up wins both JV and varsity Saturday at Brimfield, which Brimfield a pretty good basketball program traditionally, and BPC trying to make it a doubleheader sweep here tonight in the final home games for the boys.
Yeah, and the thing about it is both teams all year long, every time that they touch the court, they seem like they're just getting a little bit better.
Right.
And Coach Snyder done a great job with them and picking up the wins. And like we said earlier, there's so many things that these kids aren't getting to experience. One of the big things is like tournaments.
Mm-hmm. No holiday tournaments of any site, whether Thanksgiving or Christmas. No postseason tournament, of course, which is disappointing for IHSA. And I know on a bigger scale, nice to see that there is going to be an NCAA tournament this year. NCAA's figured out a way to hold everything in Indianapolis at 3 different sites, I believe. Also games in Bloomington and West Lafayette to get this field of 68 all those games in here coming up. Selection Sunday, a week from this coming Sunday, I believe, on the 14th, and then the tournament kicking off later that week.
And the same thing is we got 1AA football going on right now.
Yep.
Western played Missouri State, and what about Southern Illinois knocking off North Dakota State.
Yeah, that was a huge win for the SIU. And, yeah, we're talking about this isn't what you would typically call spring football in collegiate athletics at all.
Yeah. North Dakota State had 39 wins in a row and got knocked off. But, it's crazy year for, all sports.
As it is the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. And while we've got a little longer pregame show, we can get into some of the seniors and some information about them. Josh Regal, what other sports does he play here at Bushnell Prairie City High School? He plays golf, football, and baseball, as well as basketball. He's involved in the FFA, FCA, and student council. Favorite food is tacos. I would have to agree with that. I'm that would be high on my list. Doesn't pregame routine or meal. He always has to make sure some sort of snack on the bus ride to away games while he has his headphones in, but he doesn't do anything special for home games. His favorite teacher and why? His favorite teacher that he's had is Mrs. McGrew, because she keeps things interesting, wants you to do your best, and is fun to be around. Favorite subject in school is any ag class. If that doesn't qualify, then chorus is a runner-up. And what are his plans after school? Is to attend a four-year college somewhere and study music. Josh Regal, one of our BPC seniors tonight. Also, Cooper Allman. Cooper plays golf and baseball besides basketball. He's a member of the FFA, FCA, and Varsity Club. As favorite foods, he said, I like most foods, but tacos and pizza are on the top of the list. Again, I can go along with Cooper's food choices there. Doesn't really have any pregame routine or meal that he has to have before a game. And who's his favorite teacher? That's Mr. Johnson, because he tells the best stories. Favorite subject is history, and planning to attend the University of Illinois and major in sports management. Cooper Altman, one of your BPC senior basketball players, and we've got some time. We'll run through those, hopefully get through those a few times for people that hear here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And also your pregame show sponsor, JoJo's Gaming Parlor, offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Pregame show clock down to about 6:15. I think we'll step aside here and be back here courtside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helped me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And we are back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School. About 5.5 minutes to go on the pregame show clock before the varsity contest. So I think what we'll do is Mr. Jones and the band recorded a few songs since they can't be here. And why don't we step aside and we'll hear one of the songs from the BPC Pep Band. And we are back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School as we're just about ready to get our varsity contest underway between the Ducks of Havana High School and Bushnell Prairie City High School. Chris Frankhauser, Kelly Sears, Jason Hill here courtside, and hard to believe that basketball season winding down in the shortened campaign that it is, and we were talking, we missed the crowds here. It's great to be back in the gym, but missing the crowds here, missing the ambiance, the smell of the popcorn, the cheerleaders on both sides, the crowd into the game, and it's glad to be here, glad the kids can get this in and be able to do something that they haven't been able to do for some time, but, it's just not the same. It's not the same.
You're exactly right. It's not the same. And who's to say that this may not be the way it's going to be from now on?
Very possibly, or at least maybe smaller crowds. You may not see this place wall to wall like we've seen for sectional. Done many a regional sectional game here over the years on radio and stuff, and this place was packed. I mean, packed, loud. I mean, points you couldn't hear yourself think much.
You couldn't even get a seat.
Nope.
You couldn't see. I mean, it was, and those are the things that we're going to miss, especially about March Madness in Illinois.
Yeah.
And everybody knows Illinois basketball is one of the tops around, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. Well, you said March Madness. Today's March 1st. The girls should be well into sectional, super sectional play, and the boys have geared up and should have started regionals by now. And none of that. Great that they're getting to play, but man, you're right. There's something about March Madness in Illinois it's just something special.
Yes, and it was going to be back in Champaign this
year. It was. As we are here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show, they offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. And we're going to get the national anthem tonight by Josh Regal.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And a great job across the way by the senior Josh Regal for BPC with our national anthem here this evening.
Excellent job by Josh Regal.
And we're going to turn it back over to Mr. Jake Croxton across the way with our starting lineups tonight.
Introducing first individually, Havana Ducks. At guard, the 5'9" senior, number 2, Azariah Curran. At guard, the 6' senior, number 4, Tristan Pringle. At guard, the 5'9" senior, number 10, Ian Shaw. At guard, the 6'1" junior, number 15, Apollo Campagna. And at guard, the 6' senior, number 23, Francis Shaw. Tyler Shotwood heads up the left bench. He's just like Red Balls and Troy Wilkinson. 10, the Varsity Markers. Tonight's officials, Nate Pasley, Harry Marriott, and Greg Johnson.
And Jake Croxton across the way with our starting lineups tonight. This Pregame contest between the Ducks of Havana High School, coached by Tyler Southwood, and BPC, coached by Tyler Snyder. It'll be Duck basketball to start the contest. Site number 4, Tristan Pringle to inbound for the Ducks. Azariah Karen, number 2. 23, Branson Shaw. 15, Wandel Campana. And number 13. No, that's number 13. That's Campana. I thought Jake said 15. And
23.
23, Branson Shaw. It is Karen with the basketball to Shaw. Keen shot number 10, number 13 now with it, Campana. He'll get the ball back, swing around left wing to Shaw. I should say Keen Shaw. There's a Keen and a Branson Shaw in the ball game. Karen, Azariah Karen with it, number 2. Baseline, number 13, up and good. Wanda Campana up and good for the first 2 for the Ducks. 2-0 lead for Havana. 7:20 just underway here first quarter. Danner with it, right wing, left-hand dribble, kicks it to Hensley. Hensley bumped. What a body contact by Karen on Hensley, and the ball going to go off of Havana to stay with BPC. Hensley gets it into Allman. Allman left-hand dribble, going to drive in, lost the handle, and no foul. Ball corralled by the Ducks. Campana with it now. Karen to Pringle. Ball stolen away by Danner for BPC. Cooper Allman with it. Gets it far corner to Hensley. On top, Taylor, wide open look at 3. Passes that up. Is going to pull it back out to the Spartan logo and set up the offense. 6:45 to play first quarter. 2-0 lead for the Ducks. Left side to Hensley. Inside to Allman. Regal's going to fire up a 3 out of the far corner. No. Rebound batted around, controlled by the Ducks. Keen Shaw with it, number 10. Campana, right side on top to Karen. Back to Keen Shaw. Inside to Branson Shaw. Campana going to fire up a 3. It's going to draw nothing but the bottom side of the net and go out of bounds to BPC. 6:18 to play. First quarter varsity contest here on senior night. 2-0 lead for the Ducks. Hallman with it. Tries to go inside Taylor. Ball poked away and stolen by Keen Shaw. Vanna back quickly the other way. Azariah Karen now to Campana. Down to 5:50 to play, first quarter, 2-0 lead for BPC, or for Havana, I should say. Karen's going to fire up a 3 from the top of the circle and hit. 5-0 the lead for Havana. Azariah Karen with a 3 and a 5-0 lead for Havana. Hensley the other way for BPC is going to drive in and draw some contact. Azariah Karen on the foul. His first, team's first. Regal and Danner out as we see Horwittle and Shin in for BPC. 5:38 to play here in the opening quarter. Spartans down by 5. Looking to make it 5 wins in a row. Allman with it for BPC. On top to Horwittle, to Taylor. Right wing to Allman. He'll kick it out. Taylor thought about the 3 for the left wing. No. Inside to Shin. Shin's going to put the ball on the floor, kick it back out to Allman. Give and go to Shin. Nice pass to Hensley. No on the shot. And Will Hensley going to go to the line for 2 as fortunately the shot didn't drop, but BPC going to the line for 2 to try and break that goose egg on the scoreboard.
He was right there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
I believe that foul on Azariah Karen, his second, team's second. Hensley short on the first free throw. As Taylon Porter in, number 5, as Karen's going to go to the bench with the 2 personal fouls in the first couple minutes of the quarter. Hensley up with the second one. This one's good. Breaks the scoring drought. 5-1. Ducks lead by 4. Taylon Porter to Campana. to Pringle. He'll drive in, puts it up off the glass on the left side. Tristan Pringle with his first two, 7-1 lead for Havana. Hensley to Allman, left wing, inside to Shin. Shin's going to put the ball on the floor, got hacked on the wrist, and a foul on the floor on the Ducks.
Duck foul, 13, Wando Campagna, his first, team third.
Wando Campagna, the foul.
Media timeout.
And then we'll have our under 5 media timeout. We'll be back here courtside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And we're back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School. Here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and also Hensley Green and Rural Bushnell. They've got a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District, especially Spartan Athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy the shortened athletic campaign. 4:52 to play. First quarter, 7-1 lead for the Ducks. BPC basketball out of the timeout. Taylor gets it in to Allman, who's going to lose it out of bounds, poked away by Pringle. And it's going to go off of Cooper Allman's legs, out of bounds, back to the Ducks. Keen Shaw with the basketball, left-hand dribble, swings it now to Branson Shaw, who will drive in, floats one up, no. Taylor there for the rebound for BPC. Horwittle, right wing, swings it to Allman. Allman's thought about a three from the top of the circle, no. Taylor now inside to Shin. Cross court to Horwittle, quick ball movement to Allman. Good recovery by Havana. Taylor going to fire up a long three, draws just the front of the iron, is going to go out of bounds to Havana. As far, Kelly, Havana doing a good job of BPC moving the ball quickly around, but Havana doing a good job of not letting BPC getting any shots off.
Yeah, and, you know, from what we've seen out of BPC, you know, hitting the seams and so forth, and they haven't been able to do that tonight.
Campana with the basketball for the Ducks. On top to Keenshaw. Now Taylon Porter with it. Campana with it. He'll drive, kicks it out. 23, that is Branson Shaw. Taylon Porter with it. Picked up the dribble, swings it to Keenshaw. He'll put the ball on the floor, kicks it out. Three by Taylon Porter is up and good. Havana off to a hard start here. 10-1 lead for the Ducks. 3:35 to play here in the opening quarter. Will Hensley with it for BPC to Cooper Allman. Inside they go to Taylor. Back to Allman. Allman going to fire up a three from the near right wing. And that's good. Cooper Allman cuts the lead to 6, 10-4. 3:20 to play. Campana the other way. Oh! Offensive foul on Campana, and I believe that's his second. And that Kelly could have gone either way, I thought, because I wasn't sure Will had his feet set.
Hey, you know what? You got it, like we talked about before. You got to love Will Hensley. You know, he's one of those kids that plays hard, and hey, he was there, and hey, the official saw it, so that was a good thing.
That's the important thing, right? As we see Sam Hensley check into the ball game for BPC as they have the basketball down 6. Horwittle driving, kicks it out to Shin. Shin's going to put the ball on the floor, kicks it to Taylor. Taylor's 18-footer's up and good. Just inside the three-point arc from the far corner and makes it a 10-6 lead for the Ducks. 2:50 to play, first quarter. Pringle with it, gets it to Shaw. 21 in the ballgame, Jason Cruz. The first time for the Ducks. Oh, I thought it carried there by Taylon Porter possibly. And then we're going to get a carry on the other side by Christopher Towery. And back for Havana, Branson Shaw, number 23, as Tristan Pringle will check out. 2:35 to play, 10-6 lead for the Ducks. Will Hensley with it, number 3 for BPC. Drives in, kicks it off to Shin. Shin lost the handle on the basketball. It's going to go out of bounds off of Havana's Branson Shaw and stay with the Spartans. Taylor gets it into Horwittle. He'll put the ball on the floor, left-hand dribble, picks it up, hands off to Shin. Shin going to drive in. Shot well short. Horwittle there for the basketball. Oh, nice job by Dalton Horwittle as he threw the ball off of 22, Christopher Towery, and it'll stay with BPC.
Heads up play there by Dalton. Great job.
Well, Hensley inbounds, backdoor pass to Sam Hensley. Sam no on the shot, but going to the line for two. 2:13 to play, 10-6 lead for the Ducks. Jason Cruz on the foul, number 21, his first, and team's fifth. 5 team fouls already on Havana, and the first one by Sam Hensley up and off the right side of the rim, no good. Sam's second is good. 10-7 the lead now for Havana. 2:10 to play, first quarter. Taylor Porter will bring it up for the Ducks to number 10, Keenshaw, swinging around the perimeter, back to Porter. Swinging around now near corner, that's 22, Towery with the basketball, now 10. Shaw, that's Branson Shaw, right wing. Left wing to Keenshaw, he'll drive in, floats one up off the glass, no. Rebound down, he got his own rebound, kicks it out to 22. Now a shot up by Taylor Porter is well short. And he's going to say that he was tipped.
He was begging for it that it got tipped, but I don't think it did.
No, I don't think so either. BPC with the basketball, minute 30 to play. 10-7 lead for BPC. Hensley with it to Taylor. Taylor got by his man. Is going to go up strong with a layup. No, rebound loose on the floor. Sam Hensley with it. He'll go up strong, miss it. Will there for the tip in. Sam to Will, and the Hensley boys cut the lead to 1. 10-9, a minute 15 to play. Porter with it now to Keenshaw for the Ducks. Back to Porter, looking inside for Branson Shaw. Guarded by Shin, nice spin move. And we're going to get a foul on the floor on Shin. That'll be the first on Shin, first team foul on BPC. Tristan Pringle into the ball game for the Ducks as Christopher Towery checks out. 10-9 lead, 65 seconds to play here, first period of play. Inbound now stolen by Horwittle for BPC as they tried to go inside to Jason Cruz. Horwittle going to take it all the way. He's going to stop, pop just inside the free throw line, and BPC on top after trailing here for most of the first quarter, all the first quarter, now take the lead with 45 seconds to go, 11-10. Speaking of 10, Keenshaw, the ball loose on the floor, and BPC is going to come up with it, and it will be Spartan basketball with 40 seconds to play first quarter. Cooper Allman back, and Colt Taylor going to take a seat on the Spartan bench.
You know, you got to like the poise by the Spartans, you know, down and working their way right back in to take the lead.
Will Hensley to Cooper Allman. He'll pull it out, clear back out towards mid-court. Horwittle with it. Now at the helmet part of the Spartan logo, mid-court. Now Shin going to lose handle on the ball. Nice save from keeping it from going out over and back. Allman with it for the Spartans. Down to 15 seconds to play. Left hand dribble. Bounce pass to Horwittle. Horwittle going to drive baseline and bring an offensive foul on Dalton Horwittle. His first and team's second.
I don't know if I agree with that one or not, but
I thought he stepped on the end line more than anything, but turnover to Havana with 3 seconds. Porter with it, and Smith up, and that is Branson Shaw at the buzzer. Somebody lost a defensive assignment there for BPC, and the Ducks are now on top by 1. 12-11 at the end of 1. We'll be back here courtside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
And back here at courtside at Bristol Prairie City High School, 12-11 lead for Havana as we head to the second. Kelly, good job by BPC as they were down at one point, 10-1, actually took the lead right before that last basket by Branson Shaw to put the Ducks back up by 1.
Yeah, they took the lead with about 50 seconds to go, and then they held the ball out and got a turnover on the offensive charge. And nice play by Havana. Somebody broke free and got a layup at the end.
So it'll be Havana basketball. Tristan Pringle to inbound for the Ducks. He'll bounce it into the backcourt to Talon Porter, number 5. He'll swing it around to Azariah Karen. Picked up a couple early fouls for the Ducks. Fouls 5-2 in favor of Havana. As Branson Shaw going to jump one up, the guy that got the basket right at the end of the first quarter. And Havana there for the rebound. That comes down to Talon Porter inside Campana. Campana also, I believe, with 2 fouls as well for the Ducks.
Yes.
And he's going to drive in, well, he's kind of out of control dribbling, but going to be bailed out with a foul on BPC, and that's going to be on Dalton Horwittle, his second, team's third. Cole Taylor back in for BPC. Campana to inbound for the Ducks, gets it in to number 5. Porter's going to fire up a shot, no. Sam Hensley there, and it looked like he got tangled up going up for the rebound and came down out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Ducks.
I think he got tangled up with Will.
Yeah, Hensley boys getting tangled up. Imagine that. Porter with the basketball. Now Pringle with it. Down to 7:15 to play first half. 12-11 lead for the Ducks. Azariah Karen, number 2 with the basketball. To Porter, swings around to Pringle. Pringle left hand between the legs. Now right hand's going to scoop it up off the glass and in. Nice move by Tristan Pringle, and the lead back to 3 for Havana. 14-11. Just under 7 to play. 6:55 to go first half. Cooper Allman picks up the dribble left wing, looking for some help. Gets it to Will Hensley. They try to go inside to Shin, and the ball was tipped. And Branson Shaw whistled for a traveling violation. Had a wide open look at the basket, and we're going to get the ball back to BPC as number 10, Keenshaw, back for the Ducks. 14-11 lead for Havana. 6:40 to play first half. Hensley, a crossover move, going to take it all the way in. Strong off the glass and in. Will Hensley, strong off the glass of the crossover move, and a 1-point Duck lead at 14-13. Tristan Pringle with it to Karen. Guarded by Taylor. Campana going to fire up a 3 and hit. Rondo Campana up and good on the 3. 17-13 lead for the Ducks. 6:10 to play first half. Near corner, Will Hensley into Shin. Shin back to Will. Will's going to fire up a 3. Short Taylor there. Nice rebound by Cole Taylor. Going to spin up and off the glass and in. Cole Taylor gets it to a 2-point lead. 17-15. Campana quickly the other way for the Ducks. To Pringle, left wing. Down to 5:45 to play. 2-point Duck lead. 17-15. Tristan Pringle with it on top, guarded by Sam Hensley. Through the legs again, going to kick it out. Campana going to fire up a 3 and hit. Nice 3 of Shane Shin right in his face. And Campana makes it a 5-point Duck lead as quickly the other way. Cooper Allman with a nice layup from the right side. 20-17 lead for the Havana Ducks. 5:15 to play. Karen's going to drive in, going to kick it out. 3 up by Branson Shaw's off the glass and rim, no good. Allman high for the rebound for BPC. Outlet down to Taylor. Fakes, going to go up, no on the shot. Shin there for the rebound. And that's going to be team foul number 6 on the Ducks. Branson Shaw whistle for his first, team 6. 34, Brian Bittner into the ball game for BPC. And we're going to get some more substitution. 33, Jackson Porter, and 42, Corey Drew in for the Ducks. Taylor off the inbound from Will Hensley, rolls around, won't drop. Porter for the rebound for the Ducks. He'll push it quickly the other way. Keenshaw swinging around, 33. That's Jackson Porter. Got Taylor and Jackson. Taylor, number 5, inside they go. Corey Drew, number 42. Shot no good. Rebound down to Bittner and BPC. Allman with it, left-hand crossover, right hand inside, draws some contact. No on the shot, and going to be whistled on the floor, and that actually should be one in bonus now for BPC. Foul on Keen Shaw, his first, and we're going to get our under 5 media timeout. We'll be back here courtside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we are back here courtside at Bushel Prairie City High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and brought to you by Bushel Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushel. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank at friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushel Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also, Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms is growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Cooper Allman to the line, 4:38 to go. First half, 20-17 lead for the Ducks. First one's up, and the first one rattles around and drops, 20-18. BPC on top by 2, or trailing by 2, I should say. Second one by Allman's going to hit off the front of the rim and the glass and down, 20-19 lead for the Ducks at just 1 point. Campagna with it, back to Drew. Now Talon Porter with it, number 5. To Jackson Porter, number 33. So we got 2 Porters and 2 Shaws on the roster for the Ducks. Campagna going to drive in, contact by Hensley. Ooh.
I thought that might have been a jump ball.
I thought a jump ball possible there too. Will Hensley going to be whistled for the foul on the shot. And that's his first, team's 4th. Wando Campagna to the line for 2. Campagna up and good on the first, 21-19 lead for Havana. 2 points, 4:14 to play, first half. Campagna up and good on the second, so pushes the lead back to 3, 22-19. 4:12 to play here in the first half. Cooper Allman with it. Picks up the dribble, needs some help, gets it in to Taylor. Bounce pass back to Allman. Inside, Will Hensley up and in. Nice ball movement by BPC. Will Hensley cuts the lead again, back to 1, 22-21. Talon Porter with it. Now number 42, Drew. Talon Porter with it, back guarded by Cole Taylor, 5-on-5. Campagna guarded by Will Hensley with it. Right wing, now on top they go to Keen Shaw. He'll drive it in, kicks it back out. Talon Porter with it, 3:35 to go. Now Corey Drew with it as he'll go up strong. Shot won't drop, but draws the contact, and he's going to go to the line for 2. That's a second on Will, team foul number 5. We're going to see Sam Hensley off the BPC bench. First one draws just the front of the rim, no good. 3:29 to play. 23, Branson Shaw, and 2, Azariah Karen into the ball game for the Ducks. 1 point lead for the Havana Ducks. Drew short on the second, ball loose on the floor, and going to be timeout taken, 30-second timeout by Coach Southwood and the Ducks. 3:24 to play here in the opening half, 22-21 lead for Havana. We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushel has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agriculture lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 44 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on North Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Chris Rinkhauser, Kelly Sears, Jason Ilt here courtside at BPC High School. As the Havana Ducks here on senior night up by 1, 22-21 in the first half.
Been a very good half, and one of the things with Havana's been moving a lot of kids in and out, but they've had very good ball movement on offense.
It is Havana ball out of the timeout. Number 10, Keenshaw with it, sets up the Duck offense. Turns around left wing to Tristan Pringle. On top, Branson Shaw. Back to Keenshaw. He'll have it poked away by Shin. And corralled by Sam Hensley. Cooper Allman going to drive in, picks up the dribble, gets it back to Shin. Brian Bittner going to fire up a 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Ball tapped out of bounds by Sam Hensley. It will stay or go back to Havana with just under 3 to play. 2:58 to go here in the opening half. Keenshaw with it, number 10 for the Ducks. Swings it around to Talon Porter, number 5. Keenshaw with it back. Inside they go to Branson Shaw. Out to Talon Porter. Pringle. Tristan Pringle with it, number 4. Now 23 back with the basketball, Shaw. Down to 2:30 to play first half. 22-21 lead for the Ducks. Azariah Karen with it. Now on top to Porter. Swings it to Pringle. Pringle guarded by Bittner is going to drive it in. Up off the glass. Throws it up and in. 24-21 lead for Havana. 2:15 to play. First half. Spartan basketball. Cooper Allman thought about the 3 from the top of the circle. Gets it to Cole Taylor. Taylor gets it to Shin. Shin going to put the ball on the floor, kicks it in. Sam Hensley going to go up strong, up no on the shot. Sam Hensley going to the line for 2.
Number 2,
Azariah Karen, that's his 3rd. Team's 8, that's going to get number 13. Campagna off the bench for the Ducks as Sam's up and good on the first. 24-22. Duck lead of 2, 1:59 to go, first half. Hensley up and no good on the second. Rebound to Pringle for the Ducks. He'll outlet down to Campagna. Pringle swings around, now Keenshaw with it to Talon Porter. 1:45 to go, first half, 24-22, Duck lead of 2. Keenshaw with it, guarded by Cooper Allman. Ducks moving the ball around the perimeter, 1.5 to play. Pringle with it, he'll drive in on Taylor, kicks it out to Porter, swings it around to Keenshaw. Good job by BPC on recovery defense. Inside with a scoop up layup, no good. Ball tapped around, that was number 23. Branson Shaw got his rebound, missed the shot. BPC the other way. Cooper Allman with it, down to 1:10 to play. Gonna kick it, right through the hands of Sam Hensley. Gonna go to Campagna. No foul. As Campagna gonna kick it out. Branson Shaw with it. Now to Keenshaw, back to Campagna, down under 1 minute to play. 50 seconds to go, 24-22 Duck lead. Keenshaw to Branson Shaw. Over to Talon Porter. 42 seconds to go. Havana patiently running the offense. Campagna is going to pull it back out towards midcourt. To Pringle, left wing. Shin goes for the steal. Good help by BPC, down to 26 seconds to go. Havana looking pretty content here to run some clock as Keenshaw going to drive it in, kicks it back out to Campagna. He'll go back out again towards midcourt, down to 15 seconds to play. Guarded by Bittner. Talon Porter with it, now down to 10. Campagna kicks it out. Porter's going to fire up a long 3. It's going to be short off the rim. Bittner with a rebound with 4. With 3, throws up a shot at the buzzer, and that will be the end of our first half. 24-22, Havana on top by 2. And Kelly, Friday night, as I was trying to explain earlier to you, Bittner, BPC, with about 15 seconds, got 2 decent looks at the basket, couldn't get it. Ball tapped out. Bittner just behind the line just throws one up, and it goes in at the buzzer. So we're seeing if we could get a repeat there, but we did not. And a 24-22 lead for Havana here at halftime.
The big thing that is, I wish that we had a time of possession, because I think Havana has really dominated in the time of possession. I mean, they've been very patient there. They've been running their offense, and I think that's one of the things that's been hurting BPC tonight is the time of possession that Havana's having and the patience that Havana's having.
Yeah, they ran off a good 35, 40 seconds there plus on that last possession. It was down just under a minute to go and stuff. So good offensive patience by Havana and a 2-point lead here on senior night at Bushel Prairie City High School. We'll be back here courtside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
And we're back here courtside at BPC High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 24-22 our halftime score, and since it's halftime, why don't we hear again from our BPC pep band and a little more performance from them this evening here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we're back here courtside at Bushel Prairie City High School, and Thank you to the band for a couple of songs here at halftime, trying to make things as normal as usual. And we're down to just under 5, about 4:40 on the halftime show clock. We can get some more of our sponsors in here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. M&B Furniture, Bristol's only furniture store, will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and best in home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.andbfurnitureinc.com. You can also give them a call at 309-772-2111. Kelly, how did the first half stats shake out in this 2-point Duck lead here at halftime?
Will Hensley had 7 points. Cole Taylor had 4. Cooper Alleman chipped in with 7 points. Dalton Horwittle had 2. Sam Hensley had 2. And for Havana, Ariza Carone had 3. Tristan Pringle with 6. Talon Porter with 3. Wandell Capana ended up with 10, and that was 2 threes. And Branson Sharp had 2. That's the scoring wound up.
24-22 here at the half. Also brought to you by Country Financial agent Shelley Poston. See Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protection for things in your life that matter most and get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. Also, Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support the BPC athletic programs. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or give them a call at 309-775-3333. Also, Square Music Company. They offer instruments, gear, lesson service, and more, located at 122 North Side Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. You can also visit the Quincy location at 721 North Hampshire Street. You can also find them online at squaremusic.com. Havana back out of the locker room here at halftime, enjoying a 2-point lead. Chris Frankhauser, Kelly Sears, Jason Hewitt here courtside at Bushel Prairie City High School. We'll also tell you about McDonough District Hospital. Their athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Centers with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring, as the Spartans now out of the locker room. We're also brought to you by the Community News Brief. It is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, and Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. And also, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Pearl Street in Bristol, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. JoJo's, of course, is our pregame and postgame sponsors. We're down under a minute to play here on the halftime clock. It's Kelly going down to visit with Dave Hasley. Here is we're about ready for our second half basketball action here at Bushel Prairie City High School on senior night. 24-22 lead for the Ducks. Thanks for tuning in here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It will be Spartan basketball to start the third quarter, as Will Hensley to inbounds for the Spartans, as he'll get it into Dalton Horwittle, and catching up, Kelly, with Mr. Hasley down there for a little bit.
Yeah. Not seeing all these old guys that I see all the time.
I know.
Huh?
Cooper Allman now with it for BPC. Gets it out to Will Hensley. Well inside to Shin. Guarded by Pringle. Hit with the ball on the floor, and we're going to get, as Shin tried to go around Pringle, Pringle going to get him with the body, and that'll be the first on BP, or on Havana. Spartan basketball. And the bounce pass from Allman stolen away. Ducks with the basketball. Pringle with it on top. Campagna, he's going to fire up a long three, and he's going to hit. That young man's got a nice touch, the junior, and a 27-22 lead for the Havana Ducks.
Good athlete.
Allman with it for a BPC. Will Hensley, baseline's going to drive. Contact, gets it out to Shin. To Allman. Allman going to float one up to the left off the front of the rim. No rebound, tapped out of bounds to BPC.
Nice move to who just couldn't get the finger roll.
Will Hensley to inbounds, gets it into Cole Taylor for BPC. Back to Hensley in the near corner. On top, Allman to Taylor. Thought about a three. No. Inside they go to Will Hensley. Down to 6:50 to play, third quarter. Cooper Allman, a wide open look at a three. Swears the feet, in and out, no good. Rebound down to Keen Shaw for the Ducks. Swings it to Pringle. 2:23, Branson Shaw. Out Keen Shaw with the basketball back. Campagna thought about three. Shin comes out on defense. Azariah Karen with it, number 2. Inside they go to Branson Shaw. Campagna going to fire up another three, and he hits. And we're going to get a shoe stoppage as 2 big threes for Campagna. And the lead, just like that, is out to 8 at 30-22, an 8-0 run for the Ducks. Will Hensley will bring it up. Number 3, right-hand dribble, screen from Cole Taylor. To Horwittle, number 23. Cross court, they go to Allman. Allman going to drive in, lost the handle on it, and it's going to be kicked and stay with BPC. 6:03 to play here, third quarter. Hensley to inbound. What, back door for Taylor? No, gets it out to Horwittle. He'll put it on the floor, gets it to Allman. Allman, right-hand dribble, is going to float it back. Nobody there for BPC ends up in the hands of Keen Shaw. Campagna with it already a couple big threes here in the first couple minutes of the third quarter for the Ducks.
Yeah, he's had 4 on the evening.
8-point lead for Havana, 30-22. 5:35 to play. Pringle with it, the free throw line, kicks it out. Azariah Karen now back to Keen Shaw. Campagna going to put the ball on the floor. Stops, pops, a nice move off the glass over Will Hensley in the lead just like that at double digits, 10-32-22. Hensley the other way. Allman with it. Reminiscent to how that first quarter started, Kelly, for BPC.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Horwittle's going to put it on the floor. He's going to stop, pop, float one up the front of the rim. No, rebound down to the Ducks. They'll slow it down. Keen Shaw going to walk it up across midcourt now to Campagna, right wing. Azariah Karen wide open in the right corner. No, Shaw there for the rebound. Ball moved around. Pringle with it inside. He'll go up over Hensley. Ball in and around the rim. No good. Hensley down with a rebound for BPC. Down 10, 32-22, 4:40 to play. Taylor going to fire up a quick three off the back of the rim. Shin there for the rebound. His shot up, no good. And Pringle there for the rebound. Good job by the Ducks of boxing out. Pringle's going to take it all the way down the floor. It runs over Shin and no foul. Horwittle there for their rebound for BPC. Dalton Horwittle gets it to Cooper Allman. Inside to Shin. He'll fake, kicks it back out, looking for some help. Gets it to Taylor. Horwittle. He's going to fire up a three and off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. Hensley finally able to corral it up with a shot. No, over the back. I thought maybe Pringle on Taylor. No, and the Ducks going to come out with a basketball as BPC yet to score here in the fourth quarter, and we're down under 4 to play.
Just a lid on that basket.
32-22, Havana on top by 10. Pringle with it, left wing. He'll drive on Hensley, kick it out. Campagna Gonna scoop one up, blocked by Shin, gets the ball back, ball loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, and still loose on the floor. And Allman gets it over to Hensley for BPC. No fouls. Karen and Campagna goes down awkwardly as Hensley goes up 3 rows into the seats.
They're letting them play.
Other way quickly is Shaw. No, Cooper Allman there for the rebound for BPC, and we're down to just 3:15 to play. BPC yet to score here in this third quarter. Again, down now 10. Was a 2-point deficit at halftime. Taylor to Shin. Shin's going to drive it in up off the glass, and there we go. The lid off the basket now as Shane Shin cuts it to a 32-24 lead. 2:55 to play. Duck basketball. Inside they go to Pringle. He's going to hand off to nice ball movement. Branson Shaw on the nice layup and assist from Tristan Pringle. 2:40 to play. Just like that. Again, the lead back to 10, 34-24. Dalton Horwittle with it to Allman. Gets it on top to Taylor, to Horwittle. Looking inside, screen from Hensley. Going to swing it back to Shin. Shin's going to put the ball on the floor, kicks it out. Allman going to set up and fire a 3 short. Off the front of the rim, no good. Pringle there for the rebound for the Ducks. 2:12 to play, third quarter, and a quickly played third quarter thus far. 34-24 lead for the Ducks. Campagna going to drive in, kicks it off to Karen, Ezra Karen. Keen shot with the basketball, left wing. Campagna, stutter step, hands off to Branson Shaw, and the ball going to be stolen away. BPC with it, Horwittle with it. Down under 2 to play, 1:40 to play. Cooper Allman with it. He's going to step back, square up, hits a 3, no, in and out, no good. Pringle there for the rebound. And BPC not getting many second chance opportunities off the offensive misses.
I will tell you, Pringles did a nice job for Havana hitting the boards.
And we're going to get a timeout.
Media timeout with 1:34. I think that's the longest we've seen it go all the way.
We'll be back here courtside on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
And we are back here courtside at Bristol Prairie City High School, a 10-point lead as we got all the way to 1:34 before we got our media timeout here in this third quarter. 34-24 lead for the Ducks. And Kelly, just one basket for BPC here in this second half, as it was a 2-point ball game at the half, and now the Ducks enjoying a 10-point lead. And BPC just having a hard time getting some looks, but shots just not dropping for the Spartans thus far.
No, and we're getting some pretty good looks at the basket too, and just can't get it to fall.
The officials reminding everybody that they need to have the mask on and not down around their chin, which we've seen a few times.
Yeah.
So it'll be Duck basketball out of the timeout. Keenshaw to inbound. Gets it in the backcourt to Taylor Porter. The hot hand here in this third quarter in this ball game is Campana. He had the basketball now to Porter. Swing around to Shaw. Campagna again going to spin, picks up the dribble, kicks it back out to Shaw, over to Branson Shaw, back to Keenshaw. Campagna going to put the ball on the floor. Nope. Nice job by Hensley cutting off the drive. Down to a minute to play, 34-24, BPC down 10. Keenshaw guarded by Bittner. Havana very patient. Taylor Porter with the basketball. We're down to 50 seconds to play. Campagna with it. He'll drive in, hands off to Jason Cruz in the ballgame, number 21. Good defense by Shin on Keen Shaw. Campana going to step back, pop another three. This one finally missed one off the front of the rim. Wilt Hensley there high for the rebound. But Havana running a ton of time off. Just 30 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. BPC down 10. Nearly thrown away as Taylor saves it from going out of bounds. Bittner thinking about three. He's going to drive in. Tries to go dish pass to Sam Hensley. Going to go off of Havana and stay with BPC. Just 19.4 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they ran a minute off the clock because there's a minute 34 left.
Hensley gets it into Cole Taylor. Taylor's going to give and go to Sam Hensley inside. Sam up with a shot, count it, and a foul. Got a big bucket for BPC and a chance to cut the lead down to 7 with 14 seconds to go. 34-26, Sam Hensley the line for the one free throw. It's on the way, and it's going to be short off the rim. Porter there for the rebound for Havana. Down to 9, down to 8. Right wing, Campana got it down to 6. I would expect him to be the one to take the last shot. He's going to drive in 3 seconds, 2. Goes up, has the shot blocked, and we got a jump ball, and that will end the third quarter of play as BPC down 34-26. While we got a moment here, we've gone through some of our sponsors. Let's get to some more of those senior activities and other things they do. Will Hensley, one of our seniors, what else does he do besides basketball? He does football and track. He's heavily involved in FFA, Student Council, and FCA. Will's favorite food is either pizza or cheeseburger. He said, I think I could eat these two foods every day until the day I die. Pre-game routine or meal. He usually likes to listen to music on Spotify before each game, and his favorite teacher is either Senora Bowden or Mrs. McGrew. My Spanish teacher always seems to have an interesting fact or story each day in class. He's in class. And his ag teacher, Mrs. McGrew, is another favorite of his because she's helpful, and I enjoy ag classes in general. Favorite subject in school has always been math, and he plans to go to a 4-year school and major in agriculture. That is one of your senior, Will Hensley. Got a couple more that we can run through here as we have time. We'll get through them all. I promise we'll get them all mentioned at least once as we're ready for the fourth quarter of basketball here at Bushel Prairie City High School. Be Duck basketball. They enjoy an 8-point lead at 34-26. That was almost over and back on the inbound as Pringle. Now Shin's going to poke the ball away from Karen. It's going to get down to Bittner. Bittner's going to go up the left hand. That was a big basket there. The lead down to 6, 34-28. Now BPC back on defense. Campana with it. Picks up his dribble. Swings it around to Azariah Karen. 7:35 to play in the contest. BPC down 6, 34-28. 3 by Taylor Porter, in and out, no good. Shane Shin there for the rebound for BPC. Shin with it, 42. And we're going to get Shin for a carry as they'll go back to the Ducks with 7:20 to play. 34-28 lead for Havana. Tristan Pringle with it now, Campana. Pringle. Down to 7 minutes to play. That's going to be a 3 from Taylor Porter off the rim. No good. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Shin. He'll get it outlet down to Bittner. He's got Hensley on the Will Hensley, and the ball off the foot of Azariah Karen and out of bounds to BPC with 6:50 to play.
Good pass by Bittner.
We see Branson Shaw and Keaton Shaw back for Havana as we're down to just 6:50 to play. The ball down the runway here at Bushel Prairie City High School. The official runs back down to get it.
Big possession here. Need a bucket.
Will Hensley to inbound. Gets it on top to Bittner. Bittner's going to put the ball on the floor. Junior gets it over to Cole Taylor. Inside to Sam Hensley. Sam's going to turn up. No on the shot. Rebound down to Pringle. Again, BPC not able to get on the offensive glass. And Pringle's had a handful of rebounds, defensive rebounds here in the second half. Pringle with it. He'll drive in, guarded by Sam Hensley kicks it out to Branson Shaw. He'll drive in, free throw line. Taylor Porter going to fire up a three. No. And Shaw, nice job of getting it from saving it from going out of bounds. As Pringle going to walk with the basketball off the left wing. And it'll go to BPC. 34-28, 6:16 to play here. Fourth quarter. Will Hensley with it for the Spartans. Bittner in front of the Spartan bench to Shin inside. Hands it back off to Bittner. Bittner's going to step up and hit a three and hit it. Brian Bittner with a three, 34-31. Just a three-point lead for the Ducks. 5:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. Keenshaw with it. He'll drive in. He's going to draw some contact. Sam Hensley. Coach Taylor telling Sam to take the charge. That foul on Hensley. First team foul is we only had 3 fouls here in the second half.
Yes, they've been letting them play.
Keenshaw to the line for the first one. Off the back of the rim, no good. As we see Cooper Allman and Campagna back for Havana as Sam Hensley going to check out. 5:48 to play, 34-31 lead for the Ducks. They've led by as much as 10 here in the second half. The second one up by Keenshaw's up and good. 4-point lead, 35-31. Will Hensley with it for the Spartans. To Bittner. Inside they go, Taylor. Taylor up off the glass and in. Nice ball movement. Look, Cole Taylor with a nice bank shot. 35-33 lead for Havana. Azariah Karen with it, left wing. On top now to Pringle. Guarded by Allman. Shaw to Karen. He'll go up over Allman. No, and Shin there for the rebound. Good job by BPC boxing out Shane Shin. Will Hensley with it. Gets it to Bittner. Allman going to square up a three for the lead. Nope, off the rim, no good. Nice job by Will Hensley. And how that wasn't over the back on Havana, I don't know. As Pringle with it, now gets it on top to Shaw. Down to under 5, 4:55 to play. Keenshaw with it. He'll drive in, float one up off the glass. No, Cole Taylor there for the rebound. BPC doing a decent, really good job here on the defensive glass, limiting Havana here the last few trips to just one shot.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job on the defensive. Now they got to start cleaning the glass on the offensive side.
Well, stops and pops up off the glass and in, bank it in. We're tied at 35. 4:28 to play. 35-35 BPC in Havana. Pringle with it for the Ducks. Swings it over to Branson Shaw. Down to 4:15 to play. Campagna going to drive in, going to go up over Bittner, up off the glass, shot short. Will Hensley out with a rebound for BPC. To Allman across midcourt, 4:05 to play. To Taylor, and 30-second timeout going to be taken by Coach Snyder as the BPC Spartans are back in this ball game. Have tied it back up after being down by as many as 10. 35-35, 4:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. While we've got a chance, we'll get some more of these senior highlights and things that they like to do other than basketball in. Elijah Danner, he plays basketball, baseball, and golf. Favorite food is steak. Pregame routine, he always listens to music and gets focused. His favorite teacher is Mr. Davis. He teaches his favorite subject and is engaging in class. That favorite subject is math, and he plans to go to Monmouth College and study engineering. That is Elijah Danner. Griffin Pico, member of FFA and FCA. His favorite food is tacos. Pre-game routine, he has to have peanut M&Ms before every game. Favorite school subject is science, and he is planning to attend a 4-year college. And also Cole Taylor, he's also a member of FCA and FFA. You know, tacos, pizza, and steak seem to be pretty good choices for food for these boys, and that's that's pretty high up on my list as well. He's got the same stretch routine he has to do before every game. Favorite teacher is Coach Snyder because he's always involved in class. Favorite subject is history because he finds it's the most interesting to learn about, and he's planning on attending a 4-year college after high school. 4:01 to play here at Bushel Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It will be BPC basketball out of the timeout, 35-35 ball game. Taylor inbounds to Will Hensley. Shin, Taylor, Will Hensley, Bryant Bittner, and Cooper Allman in the ball game for BPC. Shin with it inside. Taylor going to fire up a three off the front of the rim. No rebound. Tapped around and controlled. Nice save by Pringle for Havana. Campagna the other way to Pringle. Keenshaw back to Pringle, guarded by Allman. Bounce pass stolen away by Shin. 2-on-1 the other way. Going to be whistled for the travel as he. Good job hustling back by Branson Shaw and Tristan Pringle. A great read by Shin, just couldn't finish on the other end.
You know, that's a post player dribbling the basketball on the breakaway.
3:25 to play, tied at 35. Duck basketball. Branson Shaw with it now to Pringle. Keenshaw, left wing, going to drive on Bittner, going to kick it out. Campagna with it, kicks it over to Karen. Down to 3:05 to play. Havana showing lots of patience at times here and showing it again. This time a shot by Karen up, follows up his shot. Campagna going to fire up a three off the back of the rim. No, good job by BPC. Shin with it. Bittner doesn't have the numbers 1-on-3, so he'll pull it back up and get it to Taylor. Over to Allman, 2:50 to play. Allman going to drive in, left hand up off the glass and in. Cooper Allman with a nice left hand dribble and drive, and BPC on top. 37-35, under 2:30 to play. 37-35, BPC on top as shot blocked inside by Keenshaw. BPC comes out with it. Cooper Allman with it. Slow it down as they don't have numbers again. Bittner thought about a three, was momentarily open.
Travel.
Yep, and whistle for the traveling violation. So back to Havana with 2:23 to play. 37-35 lead for BPC.
Got to get a big rebound here.
Give and go. Shaw to Shaw, up and in. Count it, and a foul for Branson Shaw. Keenshaw to Branson Shaw on the pass and layup, and that's going to put the Ducks back up by 2, 39-37.
His first time to the line all night.
Free throw up, and free throw is off, no good. Tapped around and controlled by Cole Taylor. We're tied at 37, I should say, not beat Havana on top. 37-37, down to 2 minutes to play. Cooper Allman with it. Bittner's going to fire up a three. In and out, no good. Rebound down to Branson Shaw for Havana. That ball all but down and back out for Bittner.
You're exactly right. I thought it was going to go.
1:45 to play, tied at 37. Karen with it, drives around. Campagna's going to drive in, kicks it out. Karen thought about three, drives baseline, kicks it out to Branson Shaw. He'll go back up and in. Count it, and a foul again. And this one, I believe, going to be on Shane Shin. That'll put the Ducks on top by 2, 39-37, 1:32 to play. 23, Branson Shaw, senior at the line for the chance of the three-point play. And he makes it 40-37 lead for the Ducks. Will Hensley up across midcourt. Down to 1:25 to go. Allman going to drive in, float one up and in. Cooper Allman with a nice little 6-footer, and it's a 1-point lead for the Ducks, down to 1:15 to play. See how patient Havana wants to be with this basketball in a 1-point lead. They've run several opportunities time off the clock here in this contest. Now near steal, and it's going to be, no, it will not, as Havana's going to save it. Cherry pick and Campagna inside they go to Karen. Got Shin up in the air, count it, and a foul with English off the glass, and the lead at 3 at 42-39.
I thought that was going to be called on the floor for a minute.
I did too. We're going to get a full timeout by Coach Snyder. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles. They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And we're back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School's. The JV players trying to get the wave going across the way in the seats as it is a 42-39 lead for the Ducks. Full timeout by BPC. Don't forget, coming up, we'll have the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show coming up for you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
You know, Branson Shaw for Havana has really come through big time in this fourth quarter. And, you know, the Spartans, they've scored a lot of points in this fourth quarter, you know, to get back into the ball game.
So it will be Azariah Karen to the line for the free throw and an opportunity at the three-point play. Ducks up by 3, 42-39. First hit is up, off the rim, no good. Taylor for the rebound for BPC, down to 55 seconds. Dalton Horwood will in for BPC out of the timeout. He'll get it across the midcourt stripe to Cooper Allman. Allman going to fire up a three off the rim, no good. Shin there for the rebound, back to Allman. He'll pop up a three and hits it. 40.2 seconds to play. Cooper Allman with a big three. We're tied at 42. A full timeout again by Coach Snyder. We'll be back here courtside at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We can tell you about some more of those great sponsors here, including the Bushnell Banking Center. They're located at 360 South Green Street, and Bushnell offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, and call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also, Hensley Grain. They are in rural Bushnell, have a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District, and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy this short athletic campaign. Kelly, 3 timeouts, both sides. Nobody really in any foul trouble as far as team-wise, as BPC with 4 and Havana with just 2, and we're down to 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and Cooper Allman, you know, big fourth quarter, that being his 7th point of the quarter. And, you know, the Spartans have battled back in this and, you know, tied it up. You know, you got to give Coach Snyder and the crew a lot of credit for, you know, they were down 10, 12 points there and battled back.
So it will be Duck basketball out of the timeout. 42-42. BPC going to drop back and pick up at midcourt. As it will be Keenshaw, number 10, will bring it up across midcourt. Swings it to Azariah Karen, number 2, down to 28 seconds. Branson Shaw with it. Pringle, number 4, back to Keenshaw, down to 20. Karen, BPC going to try and double team, and got to be careful of somebody cutting in back door. Karen's going to drive and nearly lost the handle on it. And
almost had a double dribble.
Almost, and we're going to, Coach South, we're going to take a full timeout with 10.6 seconds to play. We'll be back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School on nail biter here as the Spartans and Ducks tied at 42 apiece, 10.6 seconds to play. Havana with 2 timeouts, BPC with 3. Possession arrow favoring BPC, and it will be Duck basketball out of the timeout.
You know, do you design the play here to score quick, or do you wait till about 3 so you get a second shot, or do you wait till all the way to the end and say, hey, we're going into overtime?
You roll the dice here. Havana showing great patience, though, at times and running a lot of clock off, so we'll see as Keen Smith inbounds. Gets it to Campana. He's going to fire up the ball off the fingertips as he tried to dish it inside to Branson Shaw, and it'll be BPC basketball. They'll have to go to the length of the court. 7 seconds left, a timeout, full timeout taken by Coach Snyder. We'll keep it right here courtside, and we can tell you about Webb Family Farms. They've been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Also, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bristol. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bristol has been servicing the local community's need for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC, equal housing lender. Also, financial agent Shelley Poston. See Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protection for things in your life that matter most. Get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. Chris Rankhauser and Kelly Sears, Jason Hewlett here courtside. 42-42, 7 seconds to play. Again, the possession arrow favors BPC. 1 timeout left for the Spartans, 2 for the Ducks. Both teams with fouls to give. BPC with 4, Havana with just 2. Be Cole Taylor to inbound. And Havana going to pick up full court.
Going to pick up a little pressure here.
And gets it into Shin. Down to 6, down to 5. Gets it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to pop, stop, hits it! At the buzzer! At the buzzer, well, there may be, we may have to have some more time put back on the clock. Cole Taylor from about 13, 14 feet away hits it at the buzzer, 44-42. Officials are talking it over.
I think there was 0.2 seconds
I think you're going to get some time, 0.3. 0.3 on the clock. 44-42. BPC on top. Havana will have to go the length of the floor with just 0.3 of the second left. What a shot from the senior.
When I looked at the clock, there was like 0.1 seconds. So, yeah, Cole Taylor, what can you say?
Wow, the senior has stepped up big. BPC has trailed by as many as 10 in this contest on 2 different occasions. Takes the lead with a Cole Taylor 13-footer with just 0.3 of a second left on the clock. And BPC going to sub in Brian Bittner out of the timeout, get some length in the ball game. Will Hensley going to check. Well, he's going to just go grab a clean just to wipe off. This has been an entertaining ball game. BPC down as much as 10-1 to start this contest off, and back to take the lead with just 0.3 of a second left. What a finish, and hang on because it's not over yet. BPC dropping everybody back, and shot on the way is no good by Cabana. BPC moves to 5 straight wins in a row. 44-42 the final. Cole Taylor with a jumper from 13 feet away. Hits it. 0.3 of a second left. 42-40 BPC. 5 straight wins for both the varsity and JV. And we'll have Coach Snyder up here in just a moment on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 7786 North Cole Street in Bristol and cheer the Spartans on to victory. 44-42, BPC with the win tonight. They move to 5 straight wins in a row and a win on senior night.
You know, you can't ask for a better high school ball game than that.
Coach Snyder on the way up. And Kelly putting pen to paper, and we'll give Coach a second to get the headset on, and
maybe he needs to take a breath.
You need, and the mic here, and
man, who was wearing this before? Jeez. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you did. Coach Snyder, we'll give you a minute to catch your breath. Wow, what a ball game! What a ball game!
You're right. You know, and Coach Southwood and I, we went to college together, so we know each other pretty well. And he always gets his team to play hard, and they came out in the first half. And I mean, we were just kind of, I don't know if we were shell shocked or what, but you know, they played hard and aggressive, and it took us a while to kind of get back into things.
Yeah, you guys, as you said, the slow start down, I think 10-1 at one point early in the contest. You guys chipped it away, got it down to a 2-point lead at halftime. Then Havana comes out, Campana, just the kid he's got a sweet shot, and
Yep.
he hits a couple threes there, and the next thing you look up, you're down 10 points. We haven't scored. We go inside 3 minutes to score in that third quarter,
Yeah.
and you guys make a run at it here in the fourth quarter, and what a shot by the senior Cole Taylor.
And it was a great shot. I know I'm going to go back to the third quarter a little bit. We talked at halftime about it being intense. Intensity, we were kind of lacking that in the first half, and that's what Coach Martin and myself in the locker room at halftime, we kind of mentioned it to them about, hey, you know what? We got to have better intensity. And that third quarter, you wouldn't think we even mentioned that word when we started, but the fourth quarter we definitely did. And I drew up a play. Obviously, it didn't work at the end of the game there, and I kind of said it was on your three seniors here. It's on your shoulders. I kind of drew up something that one of those three would get us a shot. Just so happened it was Cole, not on the play that was drawn up, and he makes it. So I mean, he's come up big for us in the last few games, and just glad he hit that shot.
Yeah, I thought your kids played hard again, and like you say, they were a little lull, a little lax. Looks like when Campana hit those shots early, they kind of got punched in the mouth quick, and then all of a sudden they fought right back in it, and there at the end, 7 seconds left. Hey, it's time to go.
Right, and the thing that a lot of the kids here don't have is quit. We haven't got that word in our vocabulary, and I'm so happy that and proud of these guys the way that they played tonight.
Yeah, because you guys, like I said, down a couple times, 10 points, and you guys, chipped away in the first half, chipped away, and then win it by 2 here tonight on senior night. And while you got some chance, what do you got to say about all your seniors? A great group of kids.
They're a special group of kids, and I've told them I'm proud of them and getting them some gifts and stuff to kind of make this year something special for them. I know it's not our normal year and everything, and we couldn't do some of the things that I like to do with all my seniors and stuff, but just to make it memorable for them is all I'm trying to do this year, and I think I have. I know I went out and saw Griff Pico at his house and got his picture taken with his parents, and it stinks that he's not here with us and kind of talking to him a little bit, but his hopes are up, and he'll be with us next Tuesday. So he'll be excited to play the last 3 games of our season.
5 in a row, though. Coach, you got to be proud of that.
I am. I am.
Winning streak now?
Yeah, I guess so.
But, what crowd was in here, energetic tonight, I thought. And the cheerleaders, everybody into it. And, we talk, and we glad the kids are here. But I get to thinking about what this place would have been like on that shot by Cole.
Oh, it would have been nuts.
It would have been nuts.
It would have been nuts. And that's what kind of stinks, because you don't have that, that crowd experience of just everybody just screaming and hollering after that.
I did see your JV guys up there, a few of them trying to get the waves started around the top of the gym at one point here in the fourth quarter.
Again, I'm not paying attention to that. You guys are.
Yeah,
so
but
hopefully they did it. So I don't know if anybody was following them or watching them. Maybe those people at home were. So that'd be cool.
Right, and we, as always, want to thank everybody for tuning in at home, and a nice way to end the home campaign. You guys played now the fun part. You guys get to finish up on the road for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we have 5 straight road games. So Tuesday, and then Saturday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So.
And didn't get a chance. Congratulations, obviously, on the win. 2 wins. I talked to Coach Martin. You guys played well apparently over at Brimfield on Saturday.
Yeah, again, it was our another good defensive performance for us. We kind of a little lackadaisical today, like I talked about, being intense, and and that's kind of where you need it on defense. And when you have it, we had it the last couple of games, and it was fun to watch us play defense. And tonight we start off slow, but again, the way they finish, I can't take anything away from them.
Right.
So.
Well, we want to thank you for all coming up here every night with us. This is the last time we'll get to talk to you here. You get to we'll be around you for football season, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I won't be up. I won't be up here.
I know.
I'll be next to you guys, but that's about it.
We like to give you grief when you were there next to us for football. But congratulations on the senior night win here, a big one, 42 to 40 and 5 straight. And like you said, now you guys hit the road for the last 5 to wrap up the season.
Right, and thanks for everything you guys have done. Miles on the camera, and you guys doing everything that you've done. I've heard so many great things about, the live stream and and calling the game and everything. And I appreciate everything you guys do, getting it to our viewers everywhere. Even my buddy out in North Carolina is watching. So.
I hope he was watching there at the end of that.
I'll get a phone call tomorrow, I'm sure. So it's good. So I appreciate it.
And of course, as Coach said, we'll be there doing this for football even more. Some new wrinkles, sideline cameras, and some cool things that we're going to try and get introduced in for football season as well. So
you may want to watch out, Coach Rodis on the sideline.
I'm just worried where Coach Akers might be.
Well, he'll be up with us, so that might be. We may have to kick him out to the stands.
No,
I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it. Have a good rest of the season, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, guys. You too.
Thanks, Coach Snyder here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. And JoJo's offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. Kelly, how did the scoring summary look for that senior night win for BPC?
Okay, we'll go through Havana. Caron had 5, Pringle with 6, Taylor Porter with 3, Keenshaw had 1, Wando Capana had 18, and Branson Shaw ended up with 9. And for the Spartans, Will Hensley with 9, Cole Taylor with 8, Cooper Alleman with 14, Dalton Horweedle with 2, Sam Hensley with 4, Brian Bittner with 5, and Shane Shin with 2.
All right, 42-40, the final BPC with the win. And Campana with the 18 for Havana did not score in that fourth quarter, did he? And so that was a good job because he torched BPC for 2 threes and 2 threes in the second and third quarter and 8 points in that third quarter as Havana pushed that 2-point lead out to a double-digit lead in the third quarter. So good job by the BPC defense adjusting and making him contest his shot a little more.
You know, the big thing is that last shot where Branson Shaw thought he was shooting the ball and he was passing the ball. And, I would have thought he'd been shooting that 3
I did too. I fully expected him to take that final shot. But, well, that's going to do it for us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH tonight from Bushnell Prairie City High School on senior night. BPC with a 42-40 win for Kelly Sears and Jason Hill, Chris Frank